Here we are with another Woods Report.
I got popcorn in my teeth, so if you guys see me.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So popcorn in your teeth. So we see you,
digging
digging through your
kernels
teeth.
And stuff get all on your tongue and get caught in that back part of your. Ooh. I almost choked on popcorn.
Okay.
The little kernel things. Okay.
All right. Here we go.
Just
all right.
Throw that in there.
So we've abandoned love and marriage, and we've abandoned Housewives of Atlanta. We'll probably just come in and say, like, if anything major happens or, something like that. But the recap, I couldn't. You could tell when we started off, I just couldn't do it.
If it's a slow season, they're really trying their best to make drama and
I can't
throw shade.
I can't. So what we're doing now is Lenore started watching the Mathis Family, and she liked it. So she said, why don't you watch it? So I went and I watched it. It's only 2 episodes in. So we watched the first 2 episodes. So I think what we're going to start doing is we'll do a recap of the show.
Judge Mathis.
Going forward. Yeah, once a week.
Everyone has done this.
Yeah.
Who's the football player that thinks he's so hot?
Deion Sanders.
He had one.
Yeah.
The George Foreman had one.
Yeah, everybody had one.
Sinbad had one, but they didn't last.
Yeah. And this one might not either. Yeah. I watch it. I like it.
Is it certain families?
There is absolutely no drama.
Tamala Mann and her family had one.
So let's talk about
this. What kind of family do they need?
But
Kardashian.
Yeah, you got to have some drama or
God.
something.
Okay.
So we got to turn this because we doing too much moving. Okay. So yeah. I like the show. No, I don't think so. You think it will?
I don't know.
No, it's not.
None of these family shows last.
I like the show. I think it's it's a nice.
It's not wretched enough.
It's a nice family show, but nobody wants
Sinbad. I watched Sinbad a few seasons.
Nobody wants a nice family show.
Like, okay, Sinbad. Okay, let's follow. They didn't last.
No.
George Foreman and his 5 sons named George.
This one reminds me of like the Sinbad. Because Judge Mathis is like the main person, and you can tell he's trying to like make it, a drama and add humor. And
I thought for sure,
but his family's not.
Deion Sanders, because he's the center of that family.
Well, it's only one. It can't be one.
I thought Tamala Mann and her husband.
No, the difference with the Mains, and I don't know, are they still there?
The Mann.
Are they still on there?
I don't know. They got a YouTube show.
The difference with them, his son was funny too, and he's funny. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just
the Brown character.
Yeah, but if it was just Tamala, no.
Okay.
And their daughter,
Mary was doing good until the one sister said no.
And
now we do it anymore. It was that one.
That one was because of the drama. See?
Yeah. So people like dirt.
So yeah,
why do we like dirt?
They try. Okay, let's talk about this show because they trying with the son, the young one.
Go ahead. You watched it, so you just recently watched it.
All right. So I watched it. So I watched the first 2 episodes. We're gonna continue to watch it.
Okay.
We'll continue to. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah.
All right, we'll continue to watch it.
I want to see where these storylines are going.
We'll continue to watch it because we're doing College Hill too, and that might be our raunchy one.
That's wretched.
Yeah, wretched. I mean,
just the knuckleheads that's on there.
So with Ray J and Nene, so
anything Ray J on,
Big Frida. So it's gonna be
Nene Leaks.
Yeah, it's gonna be wretched.
So what's the one that just came on that's real quiet?
I have no idea. I haven't watched it yet.
No, Sarah. No, what's her name? Dash.
Oh, Stacey.
Yeah. Okay.
So we know that's gonna be. We know that one's gonna be. So this will be a nice wholesome show that we can talk about every week. So we won't be as ghetto every week.
We'll talk about a nice wholesome family.
So the good thing. Okay, let's talk about the show. The show takes place in Bel Air, where Judge Mathis and his wife Linda live,
and we all know Judge Mathis and his background.
Yes, he opens up the show talking about he lived in on the streets of Detroit. He grew up on jail. Not jail. Youth whatever. And the judge took pity on him and gave him some advice, and then he decided to change his life around. He went to college. That's how he met Linda.
Passed away.
He met Linda. As soon as he started college and met Linda, his mom passed away, and her family adopted him. Like, and he looked up to her father as his father, and mom is, So he kind of
more background information.
They gave him a room. I didn't know that. So when it was time for them to visit
for school, when they were out,
he would go to Linda's house, and they gave him a room.
Like her mom and dad was probably like his second parent.
Yeah, and she thought when she first met him that he was a ghetto and hoodlum, and she was like,
family did too.
They all did, but there was some about him that they liked,
and that's good though, because that makes people think. Sometimes the first impression or what you hear about them, their past. Yeah, you may not want them with your kids. Yeah, so their father was like, I had his eye on you. I gave you that room pretty much so we could keep an eye on you. Exactly. So then they fell in love, and then they got married. And it was funny because 1986, as they showed when he was in college, that's when I was in school. How old is Judge Mathis? He your age?
Ask Google how old is Judge Mathis. Oh. Because I'm interested to know.
Find out too.
How old is Judge Mathis? Isn't that something?
How old is Judge Mathis? What is it saying?
Here, let me see. You do, hold on. Her Google.
It don't work.
How
He's
old
near your age.
Is,
I may be older than him.
Let's see. Judge Mathis is 62, so he's old. So he went to college later
because he was in trouble.
He was in trouble, yeah. But it was funny because it said 1986 on the bottom when they was on campus, and I was in school in 1986. So he went to school the same time I did. Okay. So basically, the Jew just showed how they fell in love and got married. They've been married for, what did he say, 37 years. They've been married for 37 years. They've known each other for 40 years. And then we go into them introducing their children, their kids.
And they always say firstborn, secondborn, thirdborn,
and fourth. They got 4 kids, 2 boys and 2 girls. The girls are the oldest, and the boys are the last 2. So we are taping. Yeah, she is.
I know.
My mother cracked me up. She think because she whispering, we're in the middle of a live.
We still got to answer.
That's like somebody. Look, that's like somebody being on the View or something live, and somebody coming to the side of the stage going, whoopee, 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 whoopee. She gotta look at you
while she's talking. Excuse me, you guys. What you want, Jeff? What do you want, Jim? What do you want, Ma?
Oh my goodness! So they got 2 boys and 2 girls.
And the oldest is a girl.
Both of them are the oldest.
No. The oldest is a girl. Then it's boy. Right?
It's 2.
Both girls are older.
Both girls are older.
Oh, so the boys are last 2.
Yes. And the single one is the oldest. The single girl is the oldest. The married one is the second one.
And
the guy that one that came out of the closet,
being gay,
he's the third, and then Amir is that looked like him. He said always in trouble is the one that
carries the same personality,
and he's the youngest. Okay, so we start off. They talk about his kids, all good kids. That's why I said this show is going nowhere. They're all good.
They're not They're
not no shade. Happy. The oldest one says she goes to church. She's looking for a saved man, saving herself.
Trying to give her younger brother,
praying, asking God to send her husband
some pointers.
The second one is that she a prosecutor?
Both?
No.
Both are lawyers, aren't they?
Yeah, one is a lawyer, one is a prosecutor or something.
Well, that's a lawyer too.
And then her husband, nice husband. He's
good family,
cute little baby. Wasn't that baby adorable?
That's her daughter too, right? That's her daughter.
She has 2 daughters. His second daughter. Okay. And her daughter is the little one that you could tell she gonna be messing with Judge Mathis through the whole season because they were showing her messing with him, bothering him for ice cream,
like
and
most
pizza,
grandkids do,
playing with his head and messing with him and stuff like that.
So she's only one with kids.
And then she has a newborn, almost like a 2-month-old, cute little button, little round face.
So I'm sure he's proud of his family.
And then his third son.
You mean his second son?
His first son. the one that's the third born,
the oldest son.
He's the one that came out of the closet. He hasn't come out of the closet yet into this show.
He said he didn't want to because he didn't want his father's career.
He actually had his father come over there, him and his boyfriend that been together for 5 years, and he said Judge Mathis came over and he sat down and he said, I wanted to tell you something, and then Judge Mathis was being funny. What, you gay? Oh my Lord, he was being funny. And then he said, no, I wanted to tell you that we have not really been open about our relationship. We haven't put anything on social media because we didn't want the backlash to come at you while you were being on the
because I'm sure
bench.
What's his name? What's the basketball player? Both of them. They had talked about backlash that they received because their sons were gay.
Judge Matt. Then they showed, the producer showed an episode, a few, the episodes where the judge said, speaking out, about people that was being discriminated against about being homosexual. Right. And then they showed all the backlash he got from social media and newspapers and stuff saying that the judge is Go ahead. See, now this show gonna be interesting. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So the judge is
I want you to see the top of my hair.
I don't even remember where I was.
About the backlash that he's received.
The backlash that he received.
The backlash about his son being gay. That's the main thing they showed on the first season.
Because you did something that threw me off.
Oh, but that was the main thing that they talked about that whole show.
So he received backlash and all of this. So that's kind of what they was going at. Like, he didn't want to say anything and come out because he didn't want his father to receive backlash. Right. And Judge Mathis actually started crying. He had started shedding some tears. And then he said, what do you say if somebody at your job asks you if you gay? He said, I don't tell them that I'm gay.
You don't say nothing.
So he said, I don't want you to live like that. He said, because you're not
living your truth.
Yeah.
That's your truth. Yeah, that's who you are. They talked about it throughout the whole, it's funny because the way they talked about it with the siblings, they would have, how they do those little, what do you call those little sidebar things when they're doing diaries, where they had the sister and one of his sisters sitting with him. When did you ever know that your brother was? When did you find out your brother was gay?
And she knew since they was little.
She said like 12, 13.
Yeah, younger than that when they was dancing.
And they were asking kids back because this was his coming out moment. Yeah. So they were.
And then his brother was supportive. He said, "I joined a gay sports team so I could be supportive to my brother." So that was just nice.
And he had his own issues.
Yeah. So that's him. I think that's his storyline.
I think all the kids, one of the things that we forgot to say is they all in California, right?
They all came to California for this show.
Relocating.
No, for this show. And he wants them to come there. He wants them to come there forever.
Well, I thought at least one of the siblings will be relocated.
She's thinking about it. Okay. Amir lives there already.
Okay. Yeah,
he's a producer, so he's in Hollywood already. The older one, that's the one that's thinking about coming, and then the son is thinking about too with his boyfriend.
Okay.
So they're thinking about coming there to move for good. I think they want to see if this show get picked up. If this show don't get picked up,
then
they like
stay they butts
DC,
back in where they live.
Yeah, they in DC. So
okay, we'll see.
So that's his storyline, I think, and the whole thing about coming out and being. And they show the previews. I think his boyfriend asked him to marry him or something in the previews coming up. Yeah. So then the older daughter, I think her whole thing is the whole dating thing because
she was giving pointers to the younger brother who is still married.
Yeah, and that's his storyline.
Legally separated, I guess. Is he legally separated?
No, but he's separated, but he's not divorced.
What you think about him?
He's all over the place. First of all, he married a woman from Sweden, and he didn't really know her that well. He tried to make it seem like he knew her for a long time, and
14 days.
14 consecutive days they stayed together. He made a big point to say they knew each other for
consecutive days.
The most though is 100 days.
That makes a difference.
And then, but the family said they was invested in her. They adopted her.
That goes back to a question that my sister asked in one of our tapings. When you are dating not that. Before that, when you're dating someone. And you married them, and you're introducing them to the family. They're invested in your spouse.
Oh yeah,
in your significant other. So you go and have an issue with her and you guys not together anymore. The family is pretty much telling you, don't you introduce us to nobody else.
So that's what his family told him. His family told him, we don't want to meet your new girlfriend, because he has a new girlfriend, until at least 6 months.
And he's excited. He's thinking about bringing her home, right?
But they don't want to meet her. So he got his feelings hurt about that.
He did, yeah.
But sorry. And she seemed kind of kooky, so I don't know. This is, it seems like he's getting ready to do it again.
I don't know how his first wife was, but...
That's true.
The family has invested in her. They like her. She's like a sister, they said.
Well, now they don't even talk to her anymore. See?
Because he cut her off.
That's what they said. So now you got us all invested in her, and now you cut her off. So no, we don't want that anymore.
So
and if you don't have any kids, what purpose do they have to talk to her anymore?
And the family called an intervention.
Yeah, they sat him down, and he said, unless I'm on crack, why are y'all sitting me down like this?
Because he figured if it's not about drugs, y'all don't need to be sitting down with all of your opinions on what I should do or not.
So he pretty much don't care what they think. He gonna keep doing what he
sound
doing.
like his dad.
Yeah, he sound like his dad.
A young version of his son.
So basically, and then the other one seems like she's being overwhelmed with the kids. The one and her husband is gone, and so they had lunch together, her and her mom and her grandmother. The grandparents live with Judge Mathis and Linda's parents.
Okay.
He said since they took me in when I was in college, it's the least I could do.
Letting them stay with them.
He said it's just returning back fold.
And that's true because they did let him.
They let him stay. Now they staying with them as they older.
Mathis, he had a nice house.
During COVID, they moved in. Beautiful home in Bel Air, overlooking the mountains.
And of course, the young son comes and says, we all want to go out.
Yeah.
And can you pay for it?
Yeah.
And he grabbed his dad black so he
could pay for it and give them a night out.
Yeah.
And so Judge Mathis babysat the kids with his wife Linda. They baked cookies and stuff, and it was just I don't know.
You think we're gonna last?
No.
They too cookie cut clean and all that.
I don't think so.
People are looking for dirt.
Not wants to see Judge Mathis making cookies with his granddaughter.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
And the granddaughter's nice. It's not even bad. She can at least be bad, and then you can be like, dang, Judge Mathis got to deal with this bad grandchild. Yeah. Nobody's bad in this whole family. They're all great people.
It's funny because the shows that like my mom watches is that Honey Boo Boo and their family.
Yeah.
She likes families,
but they're not even.
She likes families that have issues.
But here's the thing with them:
you have to sit and go.
Even
I hope they work it out.
But here's the thing: even if it's not issues, like us. People tune in to us a lot of times, like a lot of times people tuned in when I was going off on the whole Monique thing, or whatever, or just anything that we get excited, or just how even today, like this couldn't even go right. Starting this, you picking popcorn out of your teeth like a heathen.
Yeah, when you eat popcorn, I gotta be a heathen.
And then my mom,
a heathen.
That's real deep. My mom is talking while we doing it.
Lenora,
his family,
don't forget to sign out.
His family would never do that. They're compassionate and understand. So let's see. They wouldn't talk to us while we're doing a live.
We can't have that cookie cut.
They're not loud. Remember when it's the daughter, the one that was a little bit loud, and Amir was like, "It's too early in the morning." So she was like, "Oh yeah, you're right." I'm like, "Oh no, nobody's loud. Nobody is obnoxious.
Nobody's hurting somebody's
hurting anybody's feelings.
Squirting water in their face.
They're just
somebody had the nerve to ask."
Family.
Ask her why we don't do what are those pranks?
Because y'all don't want me. She don't want me to.
I'm not a prank person.
I wanted to do pranks on this channel, but she don't want to do pranks.
We're not pranks. So. I mean, we may have to see. Maybe I'll change, but you saw when she squirted that water in my face.
Let's do this. Let's promise this. I'm gonna do one prank, and you guys will know. I'll film it because you know when pranks you hide the camera. And so I'm going to do one prank, and we'll see how that goes. And I promise y'all will see the real footage of how it goes down. Whether it's received well or not, you're going to see the real footage.
Because I watch shows that she watch when people do pranks on each other, and I'm like...
And a lot of it is fake, but... They fake.
I don't know what's real or not.
Well, they good actors.
Because I take things serious.
No, they're good actors. I mean, we could do a fake prank show, but how boring is that?
Yeah.
But if you're a good actor, people actually think it's real. That's how most prank shows are. They're fake. You guys know that, right? And some of the pranks, they really do get them.
Man, too bad we didn't do that.
Some of the pranks, they do get them, and some of them is fake, I can tell.
Too bad we wasn't doing this when our grandmother was alive. My mom's mom.
You want to prank her?
No, just watching her, and you would say things to her and how she responds.
Oh,
What's his name does that with his aunt?
All right. Well,
Jimmy Kimmel and them. They do stuff like
all
that.
Right,
to their
you see how
sisters.
this rabbit hole? That I don't know if this show. I don't know what we're doing
You
here.
don't think it'll last?
Well, this will promise you. This is the first review that we're doing,
shows already,
and we're doing 2 shows. We will watch it next week. If we think that this is something that we will want to do every week, we'll go ahead and make it a permanent recap of every single week to do the Judge Mathis show. I have a feeling that it's
going to be stale.
I have a feeling it's not going to happen.
It's going to be too.
They're just
clean.
They're
too
very
clean.
Very nice family. I like this family.
Yeah.
I like his family.
To watch and maybe like a YouTube show. It would have been.
I actually like his family more than him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he even says that. He even says that he's the problem.
Let me tell you, because I'm not at the very beginning. I was a Judge Mathis fan. Something happened, and he changed.
Really?
I just felt like the stardom. He had more attitude. He was more cranky.
He getting older though.
I don't know what it was, but I said I don't. There's parts of him in the courtroom where he gets. I love when he's funny. Yeah, he does talk a lot. His wife says that.
Yeah, he talks a lot.
He talks too much,
but he's also honoring.
Yes.
But they said that on the show. They said you had that personality.
But in the courtroom, there was a time that I was like, "Oh, I can't wait to watch Judge Mathis." I can't wait.
Yeah, he didn't.
And then there was times when he would be angry or he'd be snippy.
He started phoning
like
the
male Judge Judy, kind of.
Well, they started. They get famous and rich, and they started just phoning
it
in.
That.
Yeah, they almost feel like I don't really want to be here, but let me just be here. So, yeah. Well, he got to pay for that house
and
and
he
stuff.
Dropping names of who he know and man, come on now.
But he is Judge Mathis. He's famous.
Yeah.
But his family's wonderful. So
I like his wife. You get to meet her and more of her talking.
I really like her.
She's cool.
Yeah, I like her. I like his wife.
I like the kids.
I like everybody. It's just a perfect family.
There's nobody
They trying to rough up Amir, but you still like him.
Yeah.
His worst is better than most people. Mm-hmm. The guy, what's his worst? That he sleeps around with a lot of women? He said he's a hoe. He said he's a hoe, pretty much.
Yeah, he is.
So he said he wanted a girlfriend because he was tired of being a hoe.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what he said. I'm tired of sleeping with a different woman every weekend.
And the siblings' intervention was, why don't you take time for yourself? Be single.
He don't want to be single because he wanted to be a hoe.
He want to be single. He just want to have
no, exactly. I think
pleasure that come with it.
I think they was raised probably in church because you can tell.
Yeah.
And I think he feels, even though it's fornication, it's with one person.
Oh, you know what?
He's not having fornication with 20, 30 different women.
That you said that because
that's what I think he thinks.
That was one of the things that the brother that's gay, he went back on when things was said in church that he felt bad.
He used to pray that he could not be gay anymore.
He prayed hard. I don't want to be gay.
He said, I didn't want to be gay because the pastor would say that you have so you would say it's in your genes.
In your genes. He
said, well, you need to change your genes. Because that's not genes. That's not the right genes.
So he grew up feeling that way.
Yeah, and so that's why Judge Mathis is such an advocate for gay rights and stuff, because he don't want his son to feel like he's less than or whatever.
Yeah.
So
he does share that.
Yeah. Okay. Which I totally agree. So, but I feel like
we'll see how far this family goes. Ain't no dirt.
No dirt. But we'll see. Maybe they may touch on a subject we can bounce off of next week or something. You know,
and give our opinion on it.
Yeah, more than a recap.
Maybe it'll be in a poll that come out.
More than a recap. More, we'll maybe talk about.
We have to do this too.
Talk about some of the stuff that they talk about or something.
Okay.
Maybe we'll see. You know.
Okay.
But all right, y'all. So that was it. That was Judge Mathis.
You even had nothing to crack on with that family.
There's nothing.
The only thing that made me laugh.
They all look good.
Well, the only thing that did make me laugh is when he came out with that 70s robe.
Judge Mathis, again, you doing a Sinbad.
And they said the one brother was like, what
you doing a
get up?
You doing a Sinbad.
He was saying the Detroit look or something.
It's the Sinbad show.
Always talking about Detroit.
We always had to laugh at Sinbad. That's why I told you laughing at Judge
was
Mathis.
Funny though.
But I'm
Sinbad's
saying
a comedian, he made you laugh.
Judge Mathis is you. I feel like he's sweating. Like, is he working hard to give us an episode every single week? And I just feel like his family, and there's nothing wrong with his family. They just normal.
Yeah.
And people do not want to see normal on television. Or maybe they do. Maybe we're wrong.
Well, that's why.
Maybe we're the ones that's like messed up.
I don't think.
And the rest of the world wants to see normal.
Because like other families, I mentioned other families like the Braxtons.
That's what I'm saying. They got so much stuff
Had a lot
going
of mess with them girls, and that brother stayed away.
We'll see.
They people like
you know who?
mess.
That's it. His family is like the Braxton brother. Yeah, his family is the Braxton brother.
Thank you for saying that, because that's like ding ding. Imagine
every time he comes
family
of the Braxton brother.
Would you be like this when you watch?
When he comes there, don't y'all just be like, okay. That's his family.
Because he's just mingling in with all the
he's just a regular guy.
Craziness with the sister.
Exactly.
And the mom and the dad and his girlfriend.
Exactly.
Or new wife. Did he marry her?
Yeah.
So
he's a regular dude.
A good old guy sitting there saying, okay, Tony, what y'all gonna do? Y'all going on tour? Okay. And then he leaves.
Now, here's, even though nobody producers watching this, this is how it's supposed to show up. I would, the one that's older,
the girl,
definitely send her out on dates.
Yeah.
I would make her
follow her on her date.
Follow her on her dating journey.
See the duds that she's been going with.
The second one, the one that just had the baby, she gotta throw up on her. She gotta be trying to change her with she gotta be trying to get the 4-year-old ready while the 2-year-old is crying, and her hair gotta be messed up. Everybody on the show, his hair is nice, makeup is nice. Her hair she gotta be showing up at the door with a bonnet, like, oh gosh, help me with these kids.
And what about his wife?
You know what?
His wife. An argument?
No. His wife needs to be... We need to see, what does she do all day? What does she do? Is she in any organizations?
So following her still won't matter. I'm telling you, people want dirt.
You're right.
They want to see wretched. They want to see shade.
Oh, Amir! I don't care about the new girlfriend.
Now.
I want to see the ex-wife, the wife that you're divorcing.
Okay.
Let's see some arguments. Let's see her throw your stuff off the balcony.
Okay.
Beef it up.
We'll see.
No, they're not, because the previews
even show that and possibly
the previews coming up didn't even show. It was still a nice, wholesome family.
Tony Braxton's brother.
All right, y'all. So that was
okay.
You ready? Another Woods Report. See y'all later.